You want to go first?
Yeah, sure. Hi, I'm Chloe from Mott Street Girls. I'm one of the co-founders, and me and Anna started Mott Street Girls around March of 2020. Previously, we were actually museum tour guides at a local Chinese American history museum, and so during the pandemic, that museum unfortunately closed down. So we started Mott Street Girls in order to continue leading walking tours of Chinatown and spread the Chinese American history and culture.
Hello, my name is Anna. I'm also the other co-founder of Mott Street Girls. Like Chloe said, we met at a museum, local museum here in Chinatown. We learned about the Chinese American history. We thought it was important to continue spreading that history to the public.
Yeah, I think for me personally, never saw myself as an entrepreneur opening a business because in my family, no one was entrepreneurs. My dad always told me, like, just get like a corporate job, work your 9 to 5, get your 401k, get those benefits. And I think even when me and Anna started Mott Street Girls, we didn't see it as like a big deal. It's kind of just like a passion project, maybe something to do on the side, but we didn't anticipate it growing to this scale. It feels like weird to call us that, to be honest.
I know, because we've been so trained from a young age, like, you're chasing the American dream, become a doctor, become an engineer, lawyer, a business person, right? It's not so like, oh, go out and create your own business. Yeah, I think part of us is still like, we still want to achieve the quote unquote American dream. So then like our parents feel like, we have done, like we became successful, right, in American society. But like, it's hard for both of us to let go of Mott Street Girls because that's our baby and we have created it and we came so far.
I think that we were brought up to think of success as, our job titles, how much money we made. But I think running Mott Street Girls has made me realize that it's kind of like the impact that you've made. And it doesn't have to be like on a big scale. If you just touch one person's heart, like that means so much.
Yeah, and I think it goes back to our mission, right, is to make Chinese American history more accessible to the public. And we do this by hosting walking tours, creating social media content, and partnering with organizations. And I think what surprises me is that like the contemporary issues that we're like continuing to face today, like, Stop Asian Hate, the pandemic, and then the mega jail. It's like, it feels like a lot sometimes. Like it emphasizes the importance of our work almost, like to bring, to let people know the history that's kind of repeating itself. And, marginalized groups are being taken advantage of. So I think that continues to surprise me today, even when it's 2022.
I think for me, obviously Chinatown is a tourist destination, but it's also important to keep in mind that it is a working class community. And a quarter of people here live below the poverty line, so I think it's important for people to take into account, when they're visiting Chinatown, that besides being a tourist destination, it is also a Chinese ethnic enclave, right, where a lot of new immigrants settle here. I feel like once you know someone, it's like everyone. This community is like they refer you to other people. That's another like very fulfilling part of our business is getting to know the small business owners and the nonprofit organizations in Chinatown and building those relationships, right? Because as part of our tour, we do try to highlight small businesses because people often ask us like, where's the best place to eat, noodles, eat soup dumplings. So we love giving out recommendations and highlighting our friends in the community. It like always amazes me when I look at historical photos of Chinatown. I was like, oh, I recognize that place. It's like Misum Cafe, or I recognize that place like Wing on Wo. So it's like you never know, right? Like when you're walking down the streets of Chinatown, that some of the businesses have been here since like the 1890s. I think Chinatown has so much to offer beyond food. Like definitely come here for the food, but stay for the history, stay for the fun activities, stay for the people here.
It's a beautiful place, and you can see there's a lot of people who are fighting for this community. It's a really resilient community, and when you come over here, obviously eat, but then you should help the small businesses, but understand the history behind it and the importance of everything that's going on right now. Yeah, come join us on a tour. I'm sure you guys will love it.